Welcome back. This is the Football Made in Ghana for Citi TV. My name is Nathan Kwao Bernardo say Edmond Sedinam be my guest. When I third guest there on the phone, Dr. Bella Bello Bitugu, the director for the University of Ghana Sports Directorate. We go ask him about the university, how the university they prep for the upcoming Africa Games and the role the university go play for the games this side. Dr. Bitugu, good afternoon. Welcome to Football Made in Ghana on Citi TV.
Good afternoon. Thank you to your listeners and viewers and those in the studio. Very sorry the link couldn't work because I'm elsewhere. Thank you so much.
I mean, that's fine. Thank you so much for your time. Just quickly, can you just tell us the role of the University of Ghana in the grand scheme of things concerning the Africa Games 2023? Just tell us what the role that the university is playing as we try to get ourselves together to host the rest of the continent next year.
Well, to be very honest, the university doesn't have a particular role to play. When the whole story about the African Games started, Boteman was identified, and that Boteman land belongs to the University of Ghana. So they requested, and after going through the due diligence, the land was given to the ministry to construct its facilities, which means that we gave them the land. Now, it got to the point where the realization came to be that there is a need for a hybrid kind of facility location use. So part to be at Boteman and part elsewhere. And the University of Ghana campus was identified as a place to be used. So the University of Ghana Stadium is to be used for athletics and part of football with the construction of a warm-up field and the rugby field and then the Games Village, which is the four so-called new halls, the UGL halls. So our role is basically to lend the games our facilities either to be upgraded or to be constructed and for the games to happen. So specifically to make it possible for the hosting of the game. So that's our role really.
You mentioned the University of Ghana and some facilities there, for example, the stadium and other facilities that will be used for the games. Currently, as we speak, what is the state of those facilities vis-a-vis the end date in sight, in terms of the games? How much work has been done? How much work is left so that these facilities will be up to standard so it can receive the rest of the continent next year?
Well, that is actually a question that I cannot answer because I am not the employer. As I told you, we, the University of Ghana, are only lending, if you like, quote unquote, that space for them. So for the correct answer to be given, what stage of construction there is, what percentage is left, and how ready or prepared are we with the facilities, etc. I think that one to go to the local organizing committee or the owners, maybe the consultants or the contractors. But that's not for me to answer. Okay. But what I can assure you is that the construction is ongoing. The sites are busy. People are working. And everybody knows it is the 8th of March, which the program is going to kickstart. 100 days was celebrated some 14 days ago. We are now 86 days more. And people are conscious of what to do and what has to be done for the game. Okay. That's what I can tell you.
All right. Now, we do know that 8th of March typically will be a time when students will be in school. Am I right?
No, you are not right. Not fully right.
Not
now,
fully right.
This is what, yes. Partly right.
Okay, partly right. So I'm just asking because, okay, so typically are students in school during the month of March?
Okay, typically in March, students are in school typically. Now, this is what has happened.
Okay.
When the request came for the games to be hosted, it is a national assignment. It is a national issue. And so the University of Ghana, when approached, committed and even continues to commit itself to supporting the hosting of the games.
Okay.
So twice we had to change our academic program. You recall that the games was supposed to have taken place in September this year, but it has been postponed. So we arranged and designed our academic program to suit the games happening at that time. When it was postponed, we have to come back to the drawing board again, and we have now designed a different academic schedule. And I explained to you, as we speak now, we are in the 2023-2024 academic year for levels 200 upwards.
Okay.
The level 100s are not yet in for obvious reasons. We are still recovering from the COVID disruption. So in January, the level 100s will come to school.
Okay.
Now, the levels 200 upwards will be in school up to January. Then the levels 200 upwards will write the exams in January.
Okay.
They will vacate. But level 100 will remain in school up to April.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying you are partially right. Typically in March, it's in the middle of the semester.
Okay.
But for this particular academic year, only level 100 will be in school.
Okay.
Continuing students will have vacated by then. That's what is going to happen. So level 100 will be in school while the games is taking place.
Okay, so it means that even with that size, it will not disrupt when athletes are being hosted and all of that.
No, it will not disrupt, because if you may be aware, the so-called traditional halls and the Ghana hostels are the ones which will be basically the traditional halls, Commonwealth, Volta, Legon, and Akwafo Hall. They are the ones to host the level 100. That is the principle now, in, out, out, out.
Okay.
So the University of Ghana level 100 students will be in school. They will be in the, if you like, quote unquote, the conventional traditional halls.
Yes.
But the Games Village is in the new, if you like, the diaspora hall.
Okay.
So we have those UGL halls, which will be the Games Village. So there is no disruption, there is no clash.
All right. Finally, Dr. Bitugu, I just want to ask you this. As the director of the Sports Directorate of the University of Ghana, you know, the Legon Stadium will be done, all these facilities. How excited are you that post the games, these facilities will be there, and how important will they be to the directorate's function of grooming and developing athletes for the future?
Oh, the importance is to the extent that you yourself are imagining. It is going to be a huge change maker, game changer. It is going to facilitate scouting, discovering of new talent, training them, nurturing them, preparing them well beyond to national and international programs. The national teams will also have access to the stadium because it will be state-of-the-art facility that we will be having. It will certainly contribute to sport development and sport for development. It will help our students to train, to excel, and it will help also towards research, academic work, and studies as well. It's going to be a real game changer, one in kind, one of its sort, one in town. That will be one of the universities with such a sporting facility, not matched, I can say, the whole of the African continent. So it's going to be huge and massive.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Bella Bello Bitugu. He's director of the University of Ghana Sports Directorate. Just highlighting, just giving us updates really on what all of this means for the university, whether it will disrupt academic work, whether it will disrupt other things. And he says that this will be important because now they'll be left with proper facilities and then it will be good for them. Guys,